Today I'm going to show you how to get a natural look in Lightroom. This is the image that we're going to be editing today, and as you can see I haven't done any crazy color edits or anything like that. I've just kept the image really simple, just corrected a few of the background items that stood out too much and made the subject stand out a lot more from the background. And before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe for more Lightroom editing tutorials. And so I made a virtual copy. And so this is what the image looked like before. You can see there's a lot of faded look in this and a lot of warm tones that I want to correct in this. So the first thing I'm going to do is adjust the temperature down a little bit, just make the image a little cooler. And I'm going to adjust the exposure just a tiny bit, also add a little contrast as well. You see there's a lot of bright highlights on the subject's face and in the background, so I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Then we'll bring up the shadows so you can see some more details as well. And bring down the white point. And as I bring down the blacks, you can see that it solves the fading issue. But we're going to be adjusting that a little bit later on as well. See, it kind of went away. Also add some texture, clarity, and some dehaze to get rid of that faded look. So what dehaze does is usually ideal for like foggy situations, but in this case it also helps. You can see if you just quick before after, it kind of got rid of that faded look and made the image look a little better. I'm going to bring down the vibrance and bring up the saturation. Just adjust for that. Next we're going to go over the tone curves. I'm not going to make a crazy tone curve or anything like that. I'm going to start off with the 3 points on the shadows, midtones, and highlights. I'm going to adjust the shadows just down a little bit. Get the deeper blacks. Just the white highlights a little bit. Also going to bring up the black point and the white point down a little bit. See, this kind of added that contrast to the image to make it look better. Next we're going to adjust the colors. So the colors are really like saturated and doesn't look natural. So I'm going to go down and edit the red to fix the skin tones a little bit. Take down, bring up the saturation a little bit, and then bring this one down. See, that kind of fixed up the skin tones. Also adjust. See, that kind of fixed up the skin tones a little bit. Next, we're going to move on to like adjusting the background. See, there's green back here. It's really harsh and takes your eye away from the subject. I'm going to bring up the yellows towards greens. Then I'm going to bring the green all the way to green. Then I'm going to desaturate both of those colors. And make it just a little bit darker as well. And so you can see that I adjusted the background so it's not as visible and made it a little better. Next we're going to adjust this little blues in the denim jacket over here so it's not as bright. I'm going to bring up the aqua and bring up the blues as well. And next thing I want to do is desaturate those colors. Bring down the aqua and bring down the blue as well. Make them a little darker as well. This kind of fixed up the colors in the denim jacket so they weren't as harsh. Just the purple and magenta. And I'm going to desaturate colors as well. I'm not touching the luminance over. You can see I colored the image so it really fixes the saturation in the jacket and the background. The background is less noticeable. You can the subject stands out a lot more than before. And so next thing I'm gonna add a little split toning. So if you press Alt or Option and select Hue, you can see it at 100. I'm gonna go over to around 53 and adjust the saturation a little bit just to get that orange tone. And same with the shadows, press Alt or Option, go over to 190. That sounds right. And then gonna adjust the saturation. And so this kind of just adjusted. You see there's some purple in the hair in the background, so I just color corrected everything, match that one tone. I'm gonna sharpen the image just a little bit as well. And mask it. So if you press Alt or Option, you can mask it towards edges. So I do that. Mask it. Also going to get rid of some noise and some color noise. I'm going to go down over to camera calibration just to fine tune the colors a little bit more. I'm going to bring this down. Up the green primary. Bring down this green primaries as well. Alright. Before and after. You just kind of fine tune the colors at a little bit and didn't adjust that much on it. So this is the before and the after, and if you look at the before, this image was really faded. There's a lot of distracting bright points in the background, and overall the image didn't look quite right. So I adjusted the contrast of the image and made the image look a little better, got rid of the bright greens in the background, and adjusted the color of the jacket as well, and the skin tones, and overall this image looks really good. It's a really natural edit you can get. Today I showed you how to get a natural edit in Lightroom. If you like today's tutorial, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe for more Lightroom and Photoshop editing tutorials. And let me know what other looks you would like to see in the future. Thanks for watching.